Okay, let's see electrodynamo type of wattmeter to measure AC power. So this is how the circuit will look like as a wattmeter, electrodynamometer used as a wattmeter. Okay, this is the figure how it will look like. So I'll explain what all things are there. So this is your load. It could be leading or it could be lagging. I just written lagging. It could be leading as well. The load current that will come here. There is a current coil, or you can also call it as a fixed coil. Okay, current coil, and there is a pressure coil which has resistance Rp and inductance Lp. You can also call it as a moving coil or voltage coil. Okay, these are the terms used for these: current coil, fixed coil, pressure coil, moving coil, voltage coil. Okay, here there is one big resistance to limit the current to small value in the pressure coil. Okay, and IPC is the current in this branch. Okay, so whatever you measure from here, the voltage and current and the phase difference between the voltage and current across the load, that is what your power will be. Okay, so wattmeter reading will be. Now we can't use voltmeter and ammeter here because we need phase. Okay, so phase between the voltage across this and current. So that is the reason we can't use voltmeter, ammeter, and that's why we have to go for electrodynamometer type. And so we measure the voltage and the current across this load. That will be our wattmeter reading. Okay, so let's say for simplicity, we keep LP is equal to 0. Later on we will add this, but just for the simplicity right now, let LP is equal to 0. Your inductance of pressure coil will be 0. Then the resistance across this branch will be Rp, that is nothing but small rp plus capital R. Now you know, for electrodynamo type of meter, you have torque is equal to I1 I2 into cos phi dm by d theta, where the two currents are the currents through the current coil and the current through the pressure coil, or you can say current through the fixed coil or current through the moving coil, that is IC and IP. I should write this is IL also, but just for clarity I am using IC for current coil, IP for pressure coil, which is nothing but IPC and IL. Okay, so now the phi is the phase difference between these two currents. Now you can write Vp divided by Rp for in place of IP. Okay, this is the voltage V, total V is Vp divided by Rp, which is small rp plus capital R, into IC, which is the current here in this branch. Okay, I should write just for not creating confusion, IC and IP. Okay, now you have IC, Rp is your constant, Vp is also Vp what you want actually, and now you have the load current. Okay, IC, and the angle between them, that is Vp and IC's angle between them, phase difference, and we keep a dm by d theta constant, IC and Vp. Okay, so dm by d theta is constant, Rp is constant, so your torque will be directly proportional to Vp, IC and cos phi. Phi is the angle between these two. Okay, so you can see it is proportional to the power. Now Vi cos phi is the power across the load, or you can say theta is proportional to the power. So that is how you can imagine electrodynamometer as wattmeter. Okay, how it measures power. Now you will see the proper case where LP will not be equal to 0. Okay, let's see the case first when we will have inductance non-zero of pressure coil. We are calling it as error due to pressure coil. First we will take the lagging case when the load is lagging. Second we will take the case of leading case when the load will be leading. Okay, so the voltage Vp is applied here. So this is your pressure part and this is your current part, fixed part. Okay, so I have made a phasor diagram, you can see. So this is your Vp, which is common to both of them, so that is why it is common. Then there is a IC, which is a current across the load, has lagging power factor, that is why it is lagging with 5 phase. Now you have a IP here which is also lagging because it's inductive impedance, and it is lagging with something called beta angle, phase angle, okay, where beta is cos inverse Rp divided by Zp, where Rp is small rp plus r and Zp is under root Rp square plus omega Lp whole square. Okay, so V divided by Z I have done, so you get IP, and because the angle beta is in denominator, in numerator it will be minus, so that is why it is lagging. Okay, so now what will happen, TD, your deflecting torque, is IP into IC into cos phi dash dm by d theta. Now the phi dash is the angle between IP and IC, so you can see here IP and IC, so the angle is phi minus beta, so I can write IP IC cos phi minus beta in place of phi dash, and dm by d theta as it is. Now these parts are constant, and I can write IP as Vp divided by Zp. Okay, since already I have considered the phase, so I only have to write the magnitude of these two are magnitudes, phase we have already considered, so magnitude will be Vp divided by Zp, and Zp is constant, so that is why TD will be proportional to Vp IC cos phi minus beta. Dm by d theta is also constant. Okay, which means theta will be proportional to Vp IC cos phi minus beta. So what you can see is, in case of lagging power factor, if you are including the inductance of pressure coil, instead of cos phi you have now cos phi minus beta. Okay, where beta is cos inverse Rp divided by Zp, Rp is small rp plus r, and Zp is under root Rp square plus omega Lp whole square. Okay, so that's the change you see when you include, and that is for lagging power factor. Now we can see for leading power factor. Okay, and this will be in between only IP, the phase lag will be between IC and Vp only. Now what will happen in case of leading power factor, your IC will be above Vp, that is the current across the load will be above Vp since it is leading with phase phi, whereas IP will be same because there is no change in this circuit, so it will be phase lag with beta. Beta will also be cos inverse Rp divided by Rp, these all thing Rp divided by Zp, these all things will be same. The only thing will be now your load is leading, that is why your phi is leading, your IC is leading with Vp by phase phi. Okay, so now in this case what you will have, the phi phase between the IP and IC will be phi plus beta. Okay, you can see that, so phi plus beta will be the only change here, rest all the expression will be same. So TD, your deflecting torque or your deflection will be proportional to Vp IC cos phi plus beta, phi plus beta. In lagging case we had phi minus beta, in leading case we have phi plus beta, and in no inductance case we had cos phi, Vp IC cos phi. Okay. Now just to summarize this case, what we found is theta was proportional to Vi cos phi minus beta in lagging case, and in theta is proportional to Vi cos phi plus beta in lead case. So if you take this angle, which was total angle, which was phi minus beta, this will be less than phi. This was total phase, and this is for the phase for actual load. Okay, now you take the cost both the sides, the cost will be phi minus beta will be greater than cos phi. Okay, the lesser the angle, the more the value of cos. Okay, so you can say the wattmeter reading will be equal to true reading plus loss. Okay, so wattmeter reading, what you are getting is the actual reading, actual power plus the loss, and that is why you are having a higher value, higher reading than the actual reading at the wattmeter, because of this cos phi minus beta is greater than cos phi. Okay, so that is what you can think and frame. Similarly, for the second case you had phi plus beta, so phi plus beta is greater than phi, which means cos phi plus beta will be less than cos phi, means this will show, wattmeter will show reading less than the true reading. Okay, true reading minus some loss, so that is why that is how you can frame, I mean. the wattmeter readings in terms of pressure, if you will include the effect of pressure coil inductance in case of lagging and leading. In lagging case, the true reading, the wattmeter reading will be more than the true reading, and in the leading case, the wattmeter reading will be the less than the true reading. Okay, so that is how you can frame it. Okay, you can also calculate something called correction factor, which is true power divided by measured power. This is definition of correction power, correction factor. So true power is Vi cos phi, and measured power is Vi cos phi plus beta and phi minus beta. Phi plus beta in case of leading, phi minus beta in case of lagging. You have cos phi divided by, you can apply cos A plus minus cos A plus B or cos A minus B. You will get cos phi cos beta minus plus sin phi sin beta. If you take cos phi cos beta common, you will have something like this. So tan phi tan beta, this will become 1 minus plus cos phi will get cancelled, cos beta will be there. This will generally be very small. Actual expression is this, but mostly cos beta will be very small and approximately equal to 1. Okay, at that point of time you will have 1 upon 1 minus plus cos phi tan beta, minus for lead plus for lag, here plus for lead minus for lag. Okay, because we applied the cos formula, that's why sign changed. So this you can see for correction factor, something called correction factor, where phi is the angle between the load current and voltage applied, and beta is the phase angle between the voltage and this pressure coil. Okay, current. So that is something called correction factor. Once you have correction factor, now you can use something called error. Okay, so your true power divided by measured power comes out to be 1 upon 1 minus plus tan phi tan beta. If you cross multiply, you will get Tp minus plus Tp tan phi tan beta is equal to MP. If you bring Tp in on that side, minus plus Tp tan phi tan beta is equal to MP minus Tp. That is something called error. Minus plus Tp tan phi tan beta. If you bring Tp in this side and you multiply with 100, that is what you will get percentage error with respect to Tp. Okay, that will come out to be minus plus tan phi tan beta into 100. Okay, so minus will be in case of lead, plus will be in the case of lag. Okay, so these are the two terms you can use, the correction factor and the percentage error. It's between the true power and the measured power. Okay, so these terms are used in numericals, that's why I'm telling you. Okay.